for the exams in hospital after giving birth, with one candidate at Laliat Secondary School in Kericho County also taking the exam in hospital after delivering in the early morning hours. Similarly, 5 candidates in Migori are sitting for the exam, with one candidate in Kilifi taking the exam in hospital after falling ill. Our reporter, Electa Nodera, paints a picture of how the exam began across the country.
A somber mood has engulfed a village in Tigania East in Meru County following the death of Nicholas Kairedhia, a KCC candidate at Kamaru Secondary School, who passed away following an illness before he could sit for his exam.
Leo kama Jumatatu alikuwa na karatasi ya English ya asubuhi. Akanambia ataenda shule ataifanya. Nikamwambia mimi usijali, kama ni chakula nitakuwa nakuletea, na pia nilikuwa nimenunua matunda za kumsaidia katika huu mwezi wa kufanya mtihani, hizo papai za kusaidia liver kidogo. But ikawa too late.
According to his mother, Naomi Kendi, the 17-year-old had been ill for some time. His untimely death has tragically cut short his dream of becoming an engineer.
Sasa huu mwezi wa 11 Saturday alishinda vizuri, kufika masaa ya saa 11 kijana wangu akaniacha.
Katika, she criticized the new chief medical cover, saying they have received no assistance despite Nicholas moving between various hospitals in search of treatment.
Akapimwa tena, hakuna kitu alifanyiwa. Karundi mwezi wa 5, kaenda akapewa hiyo ndawa sasa ya kumboost liver, ndio waone baadaye watakuwa wataifanya aje. Sasa kutoka hiyo mwezi wa 5 nilikuwa narudi kliniki mpaka mwezi wa 10.
In the same county, 2 candidates are sitting for the exams in the hospital after giving birth. According to Meru County Commissioner Jacob Ouma, a total of 29,148 candidates are sitting for the KCC exams.
Tulikuwa na mabenati wawili ambao walikuwa wamebarikiwa wakajifungua katika hospitali yetu ya Meru. Najua taarifa hizi zitazidi kubadilika kwa sababu labda wameongezeka.
In Kakamega and Kericho counties, 3 candidates and 1 candidate, respectively, are taking their exams while in hospital beds. Kakamega County Director of Education Helen Nyang'au stated that the 3 candidates are expected to give birth soon, with a total of 25,745 girls and 24,177 boys sitting for the exam.
Simu zote za wale ambao wanahusika na mitihani katika kwa center, kuanzia center manager, the principal na supervisors, vigilators, simu zao zote zitawekwa katika loka yenye itakuwa nje ya mitihani.
In Kericho, a candidate from Liliat Secondary School is taking her exam at Kericho County Referral Hospital after giving birth. Dr. Joel Tonoi, head of nursing services at the facility, said the candidate delivered her baby at 3 a.m. with medical assistance, and both mother and the baby are in good condition.
She came with a condition called fetal distress, which is an emergency, which is an obstetrical emergency that needs a cesarean section. That is what was done in theater. She's going to stay around 3 to 4 days as we observe her.
Elsewhere, Busia County Director of Education James Ekalio has given an assurance that exam malpractices will not be tolerated in the county, as they have embraced a multi-agency approach in supervisory of the exams. A similar assurance has been given by Northeastern Director of Education Adan Roble, who said government has put on standby 6 choppers to ease and distribution of examination papers. However, a candidate in Kilifi is sitting for his exam in hospital after falling ill. This was confirmed by County Director of Education Elias Abdi.
We should be able to do our exams as expected, so that the exams are reliable, credible, and as expected.
Electin Odera, K24 TV.
The Kenya Secondary School Heads Association is calling on the government to fully implement the new curriculum by ensuring construction of new infrastructure to support grade 9 to ensure thousands of students who will be joining next year are not affected. The association, which has mobilized over 15,000 head teachers attending this year's conference at Sheikh Zayed in Mombasa, has also pleaded with TSC to facilitate refugee teachers working in the country with TSC numbers, a move that will bring equality and support the education system.
Teachers have convened at Sheikh Zayed in Mombasa with one major call, urging the government to fully implement the new curriculum.
Confront these challenges.
The head teachers referred poor infrastructure for grade 9 and 10 as a challenge, where they have called for construction of new classrooms and employment of more teachers to support the curriculum.
We should be having enough teachers to be able to handle the CBC classes full. There is a case where you find that we have only one teacher in a school where we have grade 6, grade 7, 8. Next year we'll be having grade 9. Now grade 9 with only 2 teachers. Will that be good actually?
Ambacho tunaendelea kuomba serikali ni kwamba endelee kutuongeza walimu ili tuweze kuwa katika nafasi hiyo nzuri ya kuweza kuelimisha wanafunzi wetu.
Nimeona vitabu vimeanza kuingia vya grade ya 9. Ile tu ni kwamba walimu waweze kuongezwa ili tuwe na walimu wa kutosha, hasa katika masomo haya mengine. Licha ya kwamba wanatilia mkazo sana katika masomo ya sayansi, na waomba pia wazingatia masomo ya sports na creative arts.
Speaking at the 2024 Primary School Head Teachers Conference at Sheikh Zayed, Mombasa, KEPSHA Chair Johnson Nzioka has also urged the Teachers Service Commission to ensure equality in the sector by letting refugee teachers teaching in refugee camps in the country benefit with TSC numbers.
Any child who is within our borders are Kenyan children. We should ensure the right education is delivered to them. We highly value the diversity these teachers bring and acknowledge their vital role in enriching learning and fostering the development of skills and competencies among children in these refugee communities. It is essential that refugee teachers have access to the same professional development opportunities as the national teachers, ensuring collective effort towards delivering excellence in teaching and learning in those communities.
Brookside Dairy, who are among the sponsors of the 2024 Head Teachers Conference, through their marketing general manager Linda Obado, have championed for high nutrition among learners and teachers in a move to promote CBC learning.
When you're not well, you don't have the right nutrition in your system, you're not able to function well. So hata watoto wakiwa shule, they cannot read well if they are not well taken care of. So products need to have, we need to ensure that our products provide nutritional benefit to all children so that they can be able to understand the curriculum, they can be able to focus on the things that are relevant to them, so that they can be at the forefront of technology, this digitization that they're talking about, all of these things that are now within the CBC type of education that we're expecting so much of our students.
Bonfas Msangi, K24, Mombasa.
The government, through its spokesperson Isaac Mwaura, has maintained the need to engage in public-private partnerships as a key component of sustainable development. Speaking during a media brief on Monday, Mwaura underscored the economic challenges that the country faces in its quest for economic prosperity. Martin Opio reports.
As the push and pull over the planned public-private partnership escalates, the government is not relenting in a bid to ensure that it makes through with what it terms as the need to embrace PPPs as an alternative to traditional financing models.
Kenya.
Government spokesman Isaac Mwaura argues that PPPs offer Kenya many advantages, including reducing public debt.
The government remains committed to strengthening public-private partnerships because they are vital for sustainable development. As we know, the fiscal headroom in our country has really shrunk because of previous public debt that stands at approximately 11 trillion shillings. Today's economic challenges make it essential for Kenya to embrace PPPs as an alternative to traditional financing models, and it is also anchored in law. It's good to say that. We passed that in the 12th Parliament.
The initiative to privatize key institutions has suffered backlash from Kenyans, with the courts having since slammed brakes on the deal between K24 and Adani, dealing a blow to the 95 billion Kenya shillings electricity transmission lines deal.
Beyond infrastructure, PPPs offer Kenya many advantages. These advantages include the reduction of public debt, as the government can allocate resources to other priorities, while the private sector shares projects risks. The private sector efficiency also, the private sector is always ahead of government in many ways and also more efficient. And modern management practices make PPPs more cost-effective, delivering high-quality services and ensuring better value for Kenyans.
This comes even as a section of Kenyans and the political class, including Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, are in court over plans to hand over the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to Adani Holdings.
Currently, that facility is supposed to shoulder or to harbor 7.6 million Kenyans, passengers, I beg your pardon, but then it is already at 8.2 million. So it's already surpassed its annual, capacity, and that's why you find it has dilapidated, runway. If you look at even the terminals, some of them are actually tents that were only supposed to last for 10 years. They are even, leaking. You have seen that before. They are accused there. So we need to ensure that we move forward.
The government argues that were it not for PPP, projects such as the Nairobi Expressway and the Ruiru Affordable Housing Project would not come to fruition.
It is good to note that there are notable projects internationally like the new Heathrow Airport that is being constructed at a cost of over 2 trillion Kenya shillings. Terminal 1 and Terminal 6 of the John F. Kennedy Airport in New York, also a very high cost there. And also, if you look at the military headquarters in France, Hexagon Ballard has also been constructed using the same model. Again, you will find other airports in Australia and other jurisdictions. Here in Kenya, we have the Nairobi Expressway, which is a PPP project, and also the Ruiru Affordable Housing Projects, and many others that we can cite here. And so therefore, the Adani JKIA privately initiated program or project at a cost of about 270 billion or thereabout, for 30 years, aims to transform the 1978 JKIA airport.
Both President William Ruto and ODM leader Raila Odinga have been on a serious defense over public-private partnership on grounds that the country does not have enough financial muscle to develop and maintain key country's infrastructural amenities.
Kenya shall stand firm.
Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.
Well, we take a short break right here on K24 Evening Edition. We'll be back with more updates in a short while.
I know mkona talents, lakini mkona vibe. It's time to discover East Africa's newest talent. Ni mda wa Kenya kuchachisha. Anguka nayo kati toka, utuonyeshe hizi stunts zako. Africa's biggest talent show, Bongo Star Search, is coming to Kenya. Stand a chance to win a